Welcome to our today's episode of analysis. Remember to subscribe. The President of Kenya recently summoned a parliamentary group meeting that began as early as 7 a.m. The first agenda was to give the green light on the purge of the 4 dissenting IEBC commissioners led by Vice Chair Juliana Cherere. Bearing in the mind that a number of MPs had tabled a series of motions to be debated on removal from office on grounds of gross violation of the Constitution, 2, rejecting or denying the results that they had participated in drafting, and 3, attempt to plunge the country into chaos. So they deserve to be ejected out from office, for they seem to be incompetent and have silly ways of resolving conflicts. The second agenda was the East Africa Legislative Assembly. His Excellency Dr. Ruto advised the MPs that democracy must play out, and therefore they conducted a mock election to select the members who were going to represent the Kenya Kwanza Brigade. The parliamentarians voted and drafted the names. Though the names submitted, the majority leader didn't read well with the Mount Kenya legislators. Therefore, they grouped themselves, started intense but secretive lobbying to vote for their own, a junior called Maina. Also, the president was on a mission to disorganize the Azimio Brigade, who had fronted their kings. So he wanted to lock out the Kanini Kega from Kieni, and at the same time force Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka, the luminaries, to come and kneel down from him and beg for numbers. The Mount Kenya Brigade, after intense mobilization, they agreed with their counterparts from Azimio that they vote for Kanini Kega and them reciprocate by voting for Maina. That is where they locked their owns and went into parliament and did as per what they had agreed. This has caused jitters, elicited mixed reactions on the state of the Kenya Kwanza coalition and Azimio coalition similarly. The deputy president is claiming or is taking advantage that he is responsible for mobilizing the central MPs to vote for Kanini Kega in bid to unite the mountain. The same deputy president is using the portfolio as the second in command to place himself as the kingpin of the mountain. But I want to remind, for you to be regarded as point man or as an heavyweight of a region, you must have at least a majority to command a large number of electorates. So the deputy president does not have also sufficient MPs to front him in the standards of a kingpin. Just a reminder, President Ruto himself established unshakable inroads to the central Kenya and also managed to mobilize the voters in the region and accepted him by himself, not by sending Rigathi Gachagua. So he is counting himself as responsible of bringing the Gema community numbers, which is dead on arrival. Every Kenyan saw the extent in which Ruto mobilized the people from the Mount Kenya region. The elusive unity talks and jitters that are surrounding the region will at some time not be achieved. Reason being, Rigathi Gachagua has competition from the interior seers, and also his talk seems not to rhyme well with Ndindi Nyoro, Kiharu MP, and Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, who are loyalists and also lieutenants of President Ruto, with Ndindi Nyoro being fronted as point man in the region. So for him for Rigathi Gachagua to achieve the mission he is set, he has a difficult task of convincing himself to Kimani Ichung'wah and Ndindi Nyoro. Lastly, DP Gachagua will depend on his behavior for him to be appointed and also coronated as the Gema spokesperson. If he continues uttering reckless talks in various platforms, then he might degrade his reputation in the region and also in the government. The Iyala election in Parliament and the Senate has divided the Azimio coalition. Jeremiah Kioni and Ngunjiri Wambugu have claimed that their task in Azimio has been fulfilled. Therefore, they are preferring to support the current administration. That spells out that Azimio coalition got the numbers from the mountain, but very few and many electorate were uncommitted. That outburst by Jeremiah Kioni and Ngunjiri Wambugu brings shakeups and squabbles in the Azimio coalition, incognizant that the president, who is a heavy stakeholder, is on a mission. The former president is focusing on peace mission, while Azimio leader is approaching old age, therefore must front successors and who is going to spearhead the ODM. Those claiming Winnie Odinga must be reminded of our arrogance. Babu Owino and Opiyo Wandayi, Junet Mohammed can and have potential, but they are non-starters the same way as Kalonzo Musyoka. So it will be difficult to get the next Azimio driver. Remember, subscribe. Your guess is as good as mine.